I grew up in a traditional Lutheran family. My parents gave an offering every Sunday, but I never really knew what the true meaning of tithing was. I just remember feeling when they would start talking about money at church, this just general sense of, oh, here they go again. They want more of our money. And even as an adult, I felt uncomfortable, and I didn't really understand why. I didn't know what it meant. I just knew that I wasn't even offering close to 10%, and I felt guilty about that. This last year was a turning point for me. My marriage had ended. I was now responsible for my own finances, and I just felt like it was a good time to reevaluate everything. I decided to give my life to God, give it all to God, and let Him take control. And through that, I read a book about tithing and learned what 10% meant, what tithing really meant. And I also remember reading something in the book that I had never heard before, that everything is God's, that it's all His, and that we are actually giving it back to Him. And then I found a Bible verse, Malachi 3:10, that says, "Bring your whole tithe to me, to the storehouse, and I will pour out blessings from heaven on you." And it even says to test me in this. And I thought, what do I have to lose? Who doesn't want to be blessed? So once I decided to start tithing, executing it was a little more difficult, because where was I going to find this 10%? I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was like, where am I going to get this money from? And then I decided, you know what? God says, test me in this. And so I knew I had to trust Him, and I started tithing. And I started by writing the check out. Each time I would get paid, I would take the 10% right away and write the check out and put it in the offering that Sunday. Even when I didn't know where I was going to find the money, it was like God would stretch the money each week. And all of a sudden, it just felt like, wow, He's doing this. It's working. He's blessing me. And it wasn't just being blessed financially. I was being blessed in ways beyond that. I'd had a very difficult year, but somehow I had a peace and a joy that had to have only come from God. So I'm excited now because I'm the head of the Lutheran family at my house, and I get to show my kids what it means to tithe, to actually tithe, not just give an offering. I would say that my breakthrough moment was when I started tithing. And I would encourage you to start tithing too, because what do you have to lose? Test God. See how you'll be blessed.